Good afternoon, and welcome to another live broadcast. I've chosen another corner of my home where you can't actually see how many dishes I have built up, but you can see our cool science projects here. So I've got our planting garden that I did with children. So here you've got, this is Rowan's avocado plant that I've replanted, and these sprouts are actually sunflowers, and yes, there is one in a construction cone, for those of you that like to zoom in. This is my sad bar area compared to sizes of bars I've had in my home in the past. This is, well, it's just sickening. So I was going to open this up by saying, hey, all you cool cats and kittens. So I was in my closet and I was thinking, there's the cat. What kind of ridiculous piece of shit can I put on today? And I found this shirt, which I think I bought it is because I buy tacky stuff, but I wore it to a game night with Vanessa and our friend Asia, and I was a little bit thinner than I remember. It was tough to button it then, and I really can't fucking button it now. But anyways, in the spirit of Joe Exotic, I've got my Western snap-up shirt with the roses on it for you guys, and we're going to be talking today about an American classic. So I do want to once again remind you guys, this was inspired and is done solely for the birthday week of Jenny Armstrong Lewis, who's been my friend for 30 years, and I'm going to construct her favorite cocktail to have when she goes out. But this morphs into a lesson of teas. The Long Island iced tea has long been held standard of one of the old school bar things. People still order it, and I don't know why. Some people really love them, some people really hate them. There's 9 million variances of teas. So it's like it's kind of like you can just substitute different shit and ta-da, it's a tea. So it's kind of like I don't know, a fucking salad. It's like a salad. You just take shit out of it, put different shit in, and you got like a hard alcohol salad. So here's the key thing on all of this is, okay, so reminder for those that weren't paying attention yesterday, I actually did certify in bartending school, and I did so in the year 2001. So I learned a lot of these basic drinks when they were actually out of fashion. So what I'm telling you, you can argue with me all you want. You can say that's not how your brother, sister, cousin, guy that works at a bar makes it. I don't give a shit. They're wrong. And this is what the truth is. Again, you do you. You participate however you like. But if you want to know what's going to make it taste the best and what is originally meant to be, I'm going to show you today. When I started bartending, the key they told us for any Long Island was you're going to use every single clear liquor in your rail. So, for those of you who haven't bartended, as you stand behind a bar.
Nectar of the gods.
Gus is talking about how he's drinking Nectar of the Gods right now, which is Cactus Cooler. Evidently has to fight to save an entire colony on some games, so you'll occasionally hear that as well. So when you stand behind a bar, there's a rail that holds your basic liquors that you're going to use. They are not top shelf. This is the shit the bar buys for cheap, and they pour it. And in most cases, even though it's illegal, they take the better bottles and they pour the really, really cheap shit in it. So like, if you just get vodka from the rail, they're gonna pick up like, I don't know, maybe like a Smirnoff or something, but in reality, what you're probably getting, they don't make this shit anymore either, is the really fine White Wolf vodka, which is charcoal filtered in San Jose. They actually moved operations, and I think now they're working out of some really awesome place now. It says it's distilled from grain, but super cheap. You could use this in Molotov cocktails. Fairly sure that, yeah, it's not enough alcohol. It's 80 proof to use in your homemade sanitizers. But if you want to kill someone quick, White Wolf vodka. So the clear liquors that were always on the rails were gin, rum, triple sec, vodka, okay? Gin, that's an easy one. Rum, you say, rum? Why is that always a clear liquor? Because it fucking is, okay? Rum is two kinds. It's dark and it's light. The dark stuff used to be the higher end shit. That's not going to be in your rail. I mean, now Bacardi will make it and sell it for about the same price, but that wasn't the gig before. And if they've got Captain in the rail, that's not real rum. That's spice shit. Triple sec. It's not colored. It's clear. If you get one that's colored, look how cheap this bottle is. Look at that. That's not high-end crap. And it's clear. Sometimes it will be colored as you go a little bit higher end. But you want to know what's the same as triple sec? Grand Marnier, Contraro. All those are better versions, per se, of triple sec. I mean, it's just an orange flavored liqueur. That's all it is. It is alcoholic. So don't allow anyone to tell you that they don't use it because it's non-alcoholic. It is alcoholic. It is an alcohol. And this, I would not use in your top shelf margaritas. Definitely use that instead. Also this for your nice sangrias. So, as we get into that, everyone, I wish I had this live where people could talk to me. What's the one alcohol that you're for certain goes into this that you don't see? Tequila. I knew you were going to say that. Maybe some of you didn't. I'm just guessing. Tequila. Wow, but Heather, it's clear. It's in the rail. No. Clear tequila was not a thing in the rail. Every single low-end tequila, and from the beginning of time, even the original Jose Cuervos, were always gold. Always gold. The Blanco came out later. And now it's pretty much the same. It's, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But tequila is not a part of a Long Island iced tea. You can add it in if you want. You're changing the whole flavor. It's going to taste like shit. If you've been drinking it that way for years and you're wondering why everybody used to love Long Islands and you don't understand why they don't taste good, this is why. So leave this tea out your tea. No tequila. Okay. So we're going to start with the basics and rebuild. And I tried to set this up so you could see a little bit more. So the reason why a Long Island iced tea is going to kick your ass, it's because it's the majority of alcohol from the base. So all you do is line up your clear alcohols, and we're going to put a shot of each down the hole. And I swear to God, cat, if you knock over my thing, I will kill you. Come get this cat again. Gus.
Give me a second.
Okay. So here's your gin. This is a fine gin. I got this at Grocery Outlet. It's an artisanal Siberian gin.
I thought I told you already. Stop getting near the booze.
Every time. So a couple of you have asked me if this is an extension of my podcast, Cocktails with Heather, that I do with my brother Mike and our friend Joe. The answer is it wasn't intended that way, but it totally can be. Look at this as instead of me trying cheap wines and just getting drunk on the air, I'm just showing you stuff I get drunk with, maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't get drunk with this because I don't like Long Island iced teas. And again, I think this harkens back to where I told you the other day that I don't like stuff just to like be strong. I like it to like sneak up on me gently. I like it to go in easy. Okay, so I've got my 4 clear alcohols, including the orange flavored liqueur. Now that's a key because that's what's going to help with a lot of your flavoring. So with a traditional Long Island iced tea here, you're going to add, which I have not seen in some recipes, which could be why they taste like shit for you, is sweet and sour. Okay, sweet and sour basically is just citrus juice, lemon, lime, both, fucking whatever, equal parts that, and simple syrup, which is just sugar water. Which is kind of like Men in Black, it's like in the Edgar suit, sugar water. So this stuff is easy if you're going to make a lot of drinks. It's got a great shelf life. It's a weird yellow color, but it's fine. It works too. So essentially you're going to want to take a little bit more, or about a shot of that. If you can see here, and I know it's hard because our glass is getting pretty dang full, which as it should, because there's going to be not much else we're going to add to this here. So we've got our sweet and sour in. I'm going to get a little bit more. That's actually what's giving you flavor in the traditional Long Island iced tea. This is it, the citrus. That's where you're going to get those notes of stuff just covering the booze. And it's going to mix with that orange liqueur and give you that citrusy flavor to it. Now, do you want to know what else we add to a Long Island iced tea? Because this doesn't look like an iced tea at all. I know I don't have like really nice clear glasses. This one says, looks like it's fuck this shit o'clock. Is really just, we say a squirt or a shot off the gun, because you're usually using a gun, of Coke. That's it. Coke, Pepsi, whatever. Look, I got a fancy bar spoon too. I don't ever use this to do cocktails, but I watched an advertisement for a master class. They want to charge you like $300 fucking for it, and they stirred everything with a spoon and just, oh, it's an art. Oh, it's an art. It's not fucking art. I'm doing this in my kitchen. So there you go. Now if you look at it, it almost looks like an Arnold Palmer. So you can hit it with a little bit more Coke or whatever. But that's it. That's a Long Island iced tea. And believe it or not, that is enough to cover all that booze you put in there. Actually, that's not that bad. It doesn't even knock you over with the booze. It doesn't taste like rubbing alcohol, as Vanessa would say. So, put a lemon in it. There you go. Looks like an iced tea, maybe a little bit darker. Lemon slice. You got yourself an iced tea. Now, here's where the variances started coming out. And I will use the Griswold Family Christmas for this, for Jenny. Okay, Jenny. So here we go. So this is where people get lost when we start making variances. And they try to make it exactly the same, but different. It doesn't work that way. I mean, it's kind of the same, but it's kind of not. So I'm not going to rinse this out. So here's your boozes, right? Here's your regular standard 4 boozes. Okay, here's the difference with Midori. And I was a jackass, and I didn't take this top off. So inside a Tokoyo tea, it is green. I don't know why they put that with Tokoyo, or why they put Midori alcohol with Tokoyo, or because it's melon. I don't fucking know, but they call it Tokoyo tea. I didn't know Tokoyo was green. Oh, it's just as bad as I remember. I used to love Midori when I was like, oh, I don't know, 17, 18, 19, 20. You know, when you're still breaking into what you like to drink and you haven't really had a martini yet. So the key is with this is we're bringing in another alcohol impacted liqueur. Now, if you try and add all this same shit in, which I've seen in recipes, you're going to overflow your pint glass, which is about your average size, maybe, of our glasses. You don't want to do that. But now we have a new fruit-flavored liqueur. What this does is knocks your triple sec out of the mix. You don't fucking want that. Get rid of that shit. So here we go. So let me show you the differences. So we're going to do our standards. Here's your vodka. Delicious. I spent a mint on some of this stuff too, which is really funny. I don't know what I'm going to do with these drinks. I'm going to have to freeze them into slush or something and have them later tonight. And your rum, which I had to buy today. I didn't have clear rum. The problem is that when Ryan runs out of tequila to take shots of at night, he raids whatever the fuck else I have. Whiskey being his last resource. So as you can see here, we're getting pretty full. Normally these would have triple sec and then the sweet and sour. So here's another difference that I'm going to show you right here. So oftentimes you'll say people will say to do the regular 4 and swap out the sweet and sour. I lean the other way. I lean to always having the sweet and sour in it because this is actually the stuff that's going to make it drinkable, or why they always considered it a drink, to kind of seem pleasant enough to drink and then it knocks you on your ass. If you're just loading it up and then this too is a liqueur, you're not doing yourself any favors. And I know there's a lot of people like, yeah, fuck yeah, put all the booze in it. That's a zombie. I'll get to that shit later. Not this one. So what I'm doing is I'm trading out, see that? Trading out the 2 different flavored liqueurs for the Midori. So this is what's going to make it pretty. Going to make it a Tokoyo tea. So I'm giving it a nice full shot of that. Oh, man, that's so green. Good God almighty. All right, Tokoyo tea. Now we're going to add our sweet and sour. Got a little bit on the top. Please don't put Coke in this. For these drinks where you're not trying to make it look murky or look like an iced tea, Sprite, or in this case, Sunny Select Lemon Lime, whatever. Hit it with a shot of that, get a little fuzzy. And then on these, because you're not trying to make it look like an iced tea, the thing to do is to get a maraschino cherry, which also offers a little bit of sweetness. Boom, right in there. So let me give this a little, who's your father? Man, that is green. You like these, huh, Jenny? Don't you? I remember them being okay. I think you can make these frozen. I think if you blended this, it'd probably be a lot better. That's just me. Man, that's sweet. That one's strong, too. Even with the sweet and sour. But it does have a Midori. It makes it a much sweeter drink for those that prefer that. I'm not a sweet drink person. I'm not a pina colada person. I'm barely a daiquiri person. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so there's your fucking green death right there. Okay, that's almost like tequila. NyQuil. So the third thing I'm going to do for you, because it's right along with that, and you'll see every guy named Kyle who drinks a lot of Monsters and wears a flat-billed cap ordering Adios motherfuckers at a bar. And I think they do it just because they like to say, I'm drinking Adios motherfuckers. But an Adios motherfucker it's basically a Tokoyo tea, with just some different shit in it. So, once again, I don't have enough ice in this, and that makes me sad. Let's go your basics, okay? So, here you go. Here's your gin. Your clear liquors out of your rail. Every clear liquor on your rail. Vodka. I'm going to have to wipe this table. This is why I always smelled like booze when I got done bartending. This shit goes everywhere, especially without a fast pour. And rum. Boop. Okay, so again, now we have the same dilemma. Normally we would put triple sec in it. We're not going to do that. We're going to put, I never say this right, blue Croco in there, Crocio, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's fucking blue. Fun fact, this is also an orange flavored liqueur. So essentially you're just taking the clear triple sec and exchanging it for this, which is great. And it's going to give it that weird blue color that all Kyles and Brads and whoever else like. So we're going to take, oh yeah, that is going to make some ugly vomit. All right, down the hatch. All right, your sweet and sour. So you can try and kill some of this flavor. Citrus that up right there. And again, this is one of our clear colored ones, so hit it with a little bit of Sprite, give yourself a little bubbly all the time. Don't think people that ask for vodka crayons with a splash of Sprite or soda water are weird. Man, it helps so much. Now on any of these, you can see too that they will ask for a lemon wedge or a lemon slice on it, like the original teas. You can do that, but since these aren't supposed to be like a real iced tea, that's really up to you. A majority of them do ask for these maraschino cherries, which I had to buy also because I don't like them, so I don't have them here. So boom, there you go. Adios motherfucker. God, it just all tastes like nuclear waste when it's that bright. Okay, so there you have it. The keys are clear things in your rail are going to be vodka, gin, white rum, triple sec, sweet and sour. I just killed the cat. And then hit it with a little bit of Coke, or keep your base 3 and use your other flavored liqueurs, melon, a different color of orange liqueur, or I don't know, blackberry liqueur. I don't know, get fucking ingenious with it. Whatever you got laying around. I know somebody's got, don't use cooking sherry. That actually seems like a bad idea. Try to see what you could use limoncello in it like I did yesterday. And then go ahead and add some sweet and sour or citrus juice and sugar water. Top it with a little bit of fizz because it helps everything go down. Pick your garnish and you're done. Gus, do you want to come say hi? You gotta come around. That's Gus. All right, Gus.
This is my hand. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye, sweetheart. All right, so that's what I've got for you today. Make sure nobody feeds you to the tigers. And I've got a couple requests already of stuff to do. I think we're looking at something with gin, which is going to come up. And also, I think it's really important that I do absinthe because there are not a lot of people out there that make an appropriate absinthe cocktail. And my brother and I studied that extensively one year. We got deep into the absinthe stuff for a while. So it's a little bit of a different thing all of in itself. I will get to those, and in the interim, happy drinking during quarantine. You're going to watch me walk around while I turn this fucker off, because I'm not cool enough to know how. Oh, wait. I had to put this on YouTube so people could share it, because I can't figure out how to put it on Instagram, and you guys know I'm not making my page public. So after this, I'll post a link to the YouTube site where I've loaded these two, in case you guys wanted to reference them later, or if you want to share it, or if you want to put a bet to somebody who's been looking up, I don't know, Long Island iced tea recipes and tries to argue with you that tequila has to be in all of them. That's up to you. All right. Toodaloo. Oh, wait. Adios, motherfucker.